Your mind is your superpower. It can allow you to dream, change, heal, and achieve. Through your mind, you can travel to anywhere at any time you love. Tonight, as you listen to my voice and drift off to a relaxing state, we will travel to a peaceful, calm place together. You can enjoy a moment of peace for yourself and fuel your mind with positive affirmations that encourage greater health and vitality. Hello, I am Eleanor from Blissfullogy. Welcome to the Traveling Relaxation Hypnosis series. I am grateful to be your guide to the relaxing beach tonight. I would like to invite you now. Take place of a comfortable posture that brings ease and relaxation to your physical body. If you wish, you can drift off to sleep when you feel right. There is no need to listen to everything I say. You will wake up naturally at appropriate waking time, feeling rejuvenated and refreshed. As you listen to my voice, you could perhaps enjoy the rolling waves or close your eyes anytime and let your mind wander freely. Or maybe at any point you feel comfortable throughout the journey, you could close your eyes naturally and feel a deeper sense of calm and relaxation. So ready for the travel? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. You're walking down a wooden staircase. The wood creaks softly with each step. Beneath your hand, the banister and the stairs are made of aged wood that has been worn down by the elements until it is gray and smooth to the touch. The sun's rays warm the wood. Feel the warmth of the sun radiating, kissing your skin, hitting it gently but not burning. There's a soft, warm breeze, and it runs its fingers through your hair, blowing it gently away from your face. In front of you, the ocean stretches out for miles, off into a far-away blue horizon, where the sky turns a lighter shade and meets the dark azure of the sea. Its water is calm today. Watch the sunlight as it shines on the water. It seems to sparkle. The light is catching on the gently moving waves. There are barely any clouds, only a few soft breezes which float lazily. Far off, there are several sailboats moving slowly. From this distance, they could be a child's toy or made as an accessory for a doll. They are not so far away to prevent you from seeing the dark wood of their hulls and their sails of many colors: red, yellow, blue, and green. The wind is moving them steadily. The sand is as white as sugar. Everywhere that you look, there are soft dunes, which are dotted by footprints from other visitors to the shore. This is the only evidence that anyone else has been here recently. As far as your eyes can see, there's no one. Today, the beach is yours, and yours alone. It's quiet, except for the sound of the waves and the cries of the gulls flying overhead. You reach the bottom of the staircase. By the staircase, there is seagrass. It's dark green and it stirs in the breeze. Sit down on the bottom step. Remove your shoes and then your socks, leaving them piled by the wooden stairs. Don't worry, they'll be here when you return later. Feel the soft sand as you place your bare feet into it. Feel the warmth of the sand on your skin. Let your toes burrow down and enjoy the sensation of the sand as it scores your feet. Take a walk along the beach. As you go, watch how the boats are progressing. It's like they're journeying beside you. The boat with the red sail is in the front, followed closely by the boat with the blue sail, the yellow, and then finally the green. The boat with the green sail is a straggler, even you're beating them. As you walk, a beach cottage comes into view. It's tucked behind the dunes, built out of red bricks. The shutters and the door are painted blue, and there are fruit trees in the yard. From the chimney, a gentle curl of smoke rises into the air. Beach towels are hung out to dry on a clothesline, and they flap in the breeze. A little dog barks in greeting as you pass by. He's got gray fur, and one of his ears is perked up as he regards you from the other side of the white picket fence. You wave to him and then continue on your way. He heads back towards his little house. You continue walking, and as you do, you keep your back straight and your shoulders pressed inward towards your spine. As you walk, you let go of all of your worries and stresses from your day. Yes, let them vanish as you leave them behind. Let yourself be filled with the peace of the sea, which is deep and calm. There are no storms on the horizon, just the sun and the surf. To your right is the sea. When you look to your left, you can see a large tower in the distance. It was built to overlook the water. The tower is covered by trees and bushes, which have grown out of cracks that have formed in the concrete. You can see a small sapling growing out from the stone staircase that leads upward to the very top of the tower. This tower has stood for a very long time, keeping watch over the sea. Who could have built this tower, you wonder? What was it used for? Who must have lived there? Perhaps it was a king, or maybe even a wizard. Or perhaps an army dwelt there, waiting for a battle which never came. Time has caused it to crumble, and it's no longer clear what its original use was. You've walked very far, and now it's time for a swim. Turn and begin to walk towards the water. You've worn your favorite bathing suit to go swimming. As you walk in the direction of the water, focus on the waves as they curled gently towards the land. Hear the water as the waves break on the shore. This is where the sea meets the land. You stand there, almost in transition, enjoying the sense of peace that emanates from the water. Above you, the seabirds cry out to each other. They fly overhead. Their wings are outstretched. They seem to float on the air before they flap their wings. As you near the water, the sand becomes wet, and you no longer sink into it. Here and there, you see small stones and shells, not rough or jagged enough to hurt you. They are all polished smooth by the sea. You bend down to inspect something that has caught your eye. It's a tiny pink and white seashell. It is perfect, unbroken, and smooth. It looks like a spindle. Its whorls are perfectly curved. A spray of brown freckles dots its surface. You hold it tightly in your hand, appreciating it with its simple perfection before you toss it into the waves, watching it as it returns to its home in the water. The water foams as it hits the shore. Feel the spray speckling your skin. Watch as the waves recede and then come back. The water is warm, and the sand bubbles where tiny sand crabs live beneath the surface. Watch as tendrils of dark green seaweed are drawn up and strewn along the shore. Inhale, smelling the salty scent of the sea, and then exhale, stretching your hands upward to the sky, Lean backward, stretching out your ribs as you welcome the sun. Lower your arms slowly out to your sides. Let your spine straighten upward. Press your shoulders back. Step into the warm water. It welcomes you. As you step past the breaking waves, you are surrounded by the water. Keep walking until the water is as high as your hips. Go a little bit further in where there is a sandbar. Your toes sink into the soft, mushy sand. Out here, the waves are gentle, lapping at your body. Place your hands out, letting your palms float on the water's surface. The water is clear, and you can see your feet on the sandy bottom. All around you, tiny fish are darting about. There are many different kinds of fish. Do not worry, they don't bite. The fish are many different kinds and colors. There's an angelfish with its tail, tall arching back, and its black and gray stripes. See the tiny tetras floating in large schools. Alone, they're unremarkable, but together, they make up an army of tiny darting fish. Watch out for the clownfish. They're very nervous, and you don't want to frighten them. There's a whole other world beneath the sea, just waiting to be explored. If you look out over the horizon, where the boats have long since disappeared, you watch as several dolphins skim through the waves, jumping merrily through the water. Lean back and let the water hold you up, letting your feet float outward and putting your head back. Let your body float. Let yourself be moved gently by the waves. Close your eyes. Let yourself drift peacefully. You can still hear the waves breaking upon the distant shore like a heartbeat. The rhythm is constant, never ending. Let your body relax as you let the water hold you in its warm embrace, caressing your skin. Let the tension flow out of you. Let yourself be contained by the sea. Let everything in your life go. There's nothing there that needs to follow you here. Don't bring them with you. Let them go for now. When you wake up, you'll be able to take care of them with a rested body and a rejuvenated mind. You're going to focus on the here and the now. You're floating in the ocean. As you float, let the water pull all of the tension from your body, as though it's gently washing it away. Let the tension release from your legs, moving up through them. Release your ankles, and then your calves, and then your knees, and finally your thighs. Feel a bright white light flowing through you. This is your positive energy emanating from your core. Wiggle your fingers and let them release the tension, letting calming waves of energy flow from your wrists and across your palms and out through your fingertips. Let the tension leave your arms, moving up from your fingers to your elbows and finally your shoulders. Place the palm of your hand onto your stomach. Take a deep belly breath and then breathe out, feeling your stomach soften as you do until it is as soft as dough. Keep your breathing steady in and then out, in and then out. Feel the soft rocking motion of the water as it cradles you. Finally, release any tension in your face, starting with your forehead. Once the tension is gone, release your cheeks and then your mouth, ending with your tongue. Breathe in slowly, filling your lungs with a deep cleansing breath, and then let it out, letting all of the stress go. Continue to take cleansing breaths in and then out as you float. Think of the world that is all around you as you begin to focus on releasing the tension at your center. You are one in a vast array of life. All around you, life radiates from a common center. From the plants to the fish which swim around you, and the birds which fly over you. All life is sacred. You are one with the long tradition of life, and you belong here. Let yourself become as small as a fish darting through the water, or as large as a whale floating and ponderous among the waves, or winged like a bird making its way through the air. You can be any of these things and all this of these things. Begin to swim back to the shore. All around you, the sea is calm, and the waves gently push you in the direction that you want to go. After your swim, you feel refreshed and better able to return to the necessities of your life. You feel more confident and free of any tension. As you leave the water, the wind dries your body and your hair. Your skin as warmed by the sun as you walk back to the wooden staircase where you left your socks and shoes. As you near it, you see that others are now arriving to enjoy the sea. They wave to you as you pass them. When you arrive at the stairs, pick up your shoes and your socks and walk up the staircase. When you arrive at the top, take a glance back at the beach. Far off, you can see sailboats and the fins of dolphins. Closer, other people are spreading out towels and opening their umbrellas. Turn away from the shore.